Okay, so we're Team M3. My name is Jonas Liao. I'm doing an MEng in computer engineering.
And my name is Jinhee Kim, and I'm doing my PhD in computer engineering.
And my name is Andrea Wilkinson. I have a PhD in psychology with a specialization in cognitive aging. I'm currently doing a postdoc in the MIE department here at U of T. So for our app, we were interested in creating something that integrated the ability to be mindful and to effectively meditate to mental performance. So currently there's nothing like this in the literature that actually links these two abilities, but we know from a lot of research that's been done that there's this strong link between these two. So someone's ability to effectively meditate and be mindful in the present moment has a really big impact on their ability to ignore distraction, for example. And we are interested in targeting our application towards older adults specifically because as we get older, our ability to ignore distraction declines. So we wanted to create the M3 app to sort of bridge this gap in the app world and integrate mindfulness and mental games. So what we wanted to do was measure meditation using the Muse headband. Essentially what we're doing is we're measuring your brain's electrical activity, looking specifically for alpha waves, because these are associated with being mindful and being in a calm state.
So our app consists of three major components. The first one is the signal check, calibration, and meditation, which all is in the meditation session. And this talks to the Muse headband and eventually stores the data into local storage. The second component is the mental game, which depends on your reaction time and not related to the headband. And this also gets stored in the database. And to be able to track your progress, you can go to your profile view and all the data that you've stored, you can grab that from that module. And all of this is interfaced using the user interface. So now Andrea is going to demo our app. So this is James. He's a 73-year-old man. And he's heard about how meditation can help with your improve your mental abilities, but he hasn't seen how that can be connected together. So he's using this app for the first time, and he's signing up, and we'll see what happens when he starts using it.
So I'm James, and I'm using this app for the very first time. What I'm going to be doing is going through the mental games first of all, and that's because the purpose of our app is to link mental performance to your ability to meditate. So when you use the app as a first-time user, the first thing you need to do is go through the mental game so that we can get a baseline performance. After you do the mental games, you do 10 sessions of meditation, and then after your 10 sessions of meditation across 10 days, you would then again do the mental games. And essentially we're looking for this difference in your mental performance before meditation and after meditation. And you can see all your scores and your performance in your profile. So as a new user, I'm going to be starting off with the mental games. So in this task, the instruction is to indicate the ink color of what I see on the screen. So after I'm finished playing the brain game, I get a chart that gives me some feedback on my performance. So I was only accurate 17% of the time, so not very good. And my distractibility score was 1.49. But as James, I'm not really sure what a distractibility score is, so I can click on the Learn More button, and this tells me exactly how this distractibility score is calculated. So after I've done my baseline mental game performance, I can then go ahead and do my first session of meditation.
So what's happening is right now, as she goes through the meditation module, first it'll try to connect automatically to any paired Bluetooth Muse headband. Then it'll check for your signal quality. So if there is no signal quality, the alpha values that you're getting from the headband is not considered clean and can't be used to process any data. So first you have to go through this signal check to make sure that the data we're getting is clean. So this gives you an idea of where the sensors are not really attached properly, so she can adjust her headband to make sure that all of these, all four sensors become in a good state. So one of the big problems that we had with this is that because the rest of the app can't be used when you don't get a good connection, and as you move around, even like moving from there to here, it moves the headband even just a little bit, and you have to readjust it every time. So this screen will pop up every time you go through any meditation session. And the expectation is that once you have this, you sit and you go through the rest of the process. And we have audio cues for
Please
calibration.
close your eyes. When you hear each category, try to think of as many items that fit to that category. Ready? Fruit.
So during calibration, what's happening is we're asking her to list things in a category instead of being calm, because this puts her brain in an active state, and this is the state that she shouldn't be in when she's meditating. And since the brain changes every day, we have to get a baseline of what active state is on that day.
Thank you. The calibration is now complete.
So now, because I've done my calibration, I can go ahead and do my first session of meditation. And I'm just going to wait for the audio cue to guide me through.
Hi, my name is Andrea, and welcome to Mindful Meditative Minds. Over the next 10 days, I'm going to show you a really simple way to become more mindful through guided meditation. Please close your eyes and notice your breath. To help maintain that focus on the breath, just silently start to count the breaths as they pass.
So during the...
In your own time, you can just gently open the eyes. I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow for day 2 of Mindful Meditative Minds.
So during the meditation phase, it was collecting my alpha waves, and it was comparing my alpha during meditation to that calibrated value. So what you can see on the graph here is that solid black, or the dotted black line in the middle was the calibrated value, and then the wavy blue line is my alpha during the meditation.
The main goal of our app is to show the benefits of consistent meditation. So James will go through 10 meditation sessions, and we will now see the results of his effort in meditation.
So this is on the top is my brain game performance before meditation and after. The blue bar represents accuracy, so accuracy goes up, and the pink bar is my distraction, so distractibility goes down. The bottom bar represents my how % calm I was over the 10 sessions. So as you can see, it goes up over the 10 sessions. And you can also flip through and look at performance during specific sessions if you're interested in that. So one of our key learnings is the importance of creating a framework to diagram the flow of our app. We didn't do this till later on. It would have been really useful to do that at an earlier stage.
The most important item in our future work is to provide meaningful and personalized feedback based on past user usage. And this concludes our presentation. Thank you. We would like to take any questions.
Oh, very, very interesting. I think you said it, but only indirectly in your introduction. The purpose of this is a research app, is that right? The purpose of this is to measure the correspondence between meditation and mindfulness and mental acuity.
So the question is whether the purpose of the app was research-based or not. And we obviously, personally, I'm a researcher, so it has that sort of tone to it in my mind. But the purpose of this app, as we currently created it, was for someone, an older adult, to actually just themselves see the benefit of meditation on their mental performance. So there's no implications for that being fed back into research at this current moment. That being said, I do envision that being a component of it moving forward. Yeah.
Do you have any just thoughts about the difference in the spinal steroid in the game based on just doing it a bunch of times and getting good at playing the game versus getting better because of meditating?
So the question was whether there's any practice effects in playing the games. So what we've done in the app is you have to play the game when you first log in as a new user, and you can't play it multiple times. So you can only play it that first time, and then you again can't play the game until you finish 10 sessions of meditation, and then it sort of unlocks the brain game and you can play it again. So it's within the app that it controls for that practice effect.